Hey guys, John here, Budget Gearhead. I did a little bit of an update video, kind of build video, I guess, on the ZJ. I don't know, I've talked about it a little. Well, no, actually, I haven't talked about it any at all, have I? My bad, I'm sorry. I'm not real good at keeping documentation on everything, and I really want to be, but I am my own worst enemy on it. Plus, I'm pretty busy. I mean, I work a full-time job. I got a wife and now a little daughter, and you know, what time I have is very short and seldom, really. But it's all good. I did a little bit of an update on it, history of it, you know, kind of a mixture of everything, I guess. It's a 98 Jeep Grand Cherokee ZJ. It's got the 4.0 automatic transmission, the 242 transfer case, which is not the best in the world, but you know, she has definitely taken a beating. Alright, so the front's on about 5 inches of lift or better. I've got upgraded tie rod bar, stern bar, a little heavier duty than stock is. I've got junkyard steering stabilizer. The front upper and lower control arms are all given to me. The front coils and shocks I actually bought off of a Jeep in the salvage yard. I'm rough guessing of about 5 inches or better. I don't really know for sure. Longer brake lines. Front bumpers off of a TJ Wrangler. Bought off Facebook Marketplace. Badlands 12,000 pound winch. Love the thing, used it well over a good dozen times already in the past couple outings, and it has been priceless. Stock motor, nothing's really been upgraded on the engine that I know of. Transfer case, transmission, all that's all stock. I did redo my overflow jug just because I took the old one out. I have my piece of hose right there, which is for my snorkel, I guess. I didn't want an actual snorkel, so I did that instead, and it's plumbed into the cab, so it's really annoying, but it's not terrible. Power steering box is chained to the unibody. I've seen some other YouTubers do that, like Dex Jeeps, and if it takes the abuse that he puts it through, then what I do ain't nothing further to that. So I do have gold doors on it just because the front driver was broken right here at the latch. I guess it's a typical Jeep deal. It breaks on those 3 bolts, and then the back passenger was actually rusted on the bottom of it. It wasn't a stock door though, it was a different door somebody put on. The rear, I've got Iron Rock off-road gas tank skid plate. I do have the receiver hitch, but I cut the actual receiver hitch part off, so it's more or less just a brace for everything. Rough Country shocks front and rear. The rear coils are actually the old front coils that I originally had that I got given to me. They work pretty good. Put the rear end at about 5 inches, 5.5 inches. The rear upper and lower control arms are cab fab adjustables. The rear track bar, if you can see it right down in there, is Rough Country adjustable as well. Wilderness racks rear bumper for a TJ Wrangler that I bought off Facebook Marketplace. Used, fairly cheap. We modified, stretched out the bar on it to make it fit the Grand Cherokee. I carry an axe with me for cleaning up trail trash like logs, stumps, fallen trees, anything like that. I do have an air compressor right there in the corner. It is Harbor Freight one. It's not wonderful, but it works. Change out the ends on it, put standard air quick connects on it, and it works just fine. Craftsman toolboxes, just for all my tools, my toe strap, D-shackles, bottle jack, tire tool, electronic like fuses, butt connectors, a little bit of wire, stuff like that for trail fixes. Keep all my fluids in here. It's actually a double stacked box that I cut the bottom out of this one to hold all the gallon jugs. So it works actually very nicely. Cheap free subwoofer and box. Some of the best chairs I think I can imagine. Because they're small, they're cheap, they're like $15, something like that at Bass Pro Shops. Can't beat them. And then the new toy of it all is the Badlands 3-ton jack from Harbor Freight. I really like this, especially because, as you can tell, I mainly work, there's a cat. What's up, cat? I mainly work in the grass. I don't have a lot of concrete. I do a little bit in my building, but it's not enough to pull a Jeep into. So the off-road jack is hands down amazing for it all. So I cannot complain. The interior has been borderline fully stripped. Not quite. I do have drain plugs down the bottom, boat drain plugs in the front floor pans. The dash was already cut whenever I bought it, so I just cleaned it up a little bit more. Redid the gauges where the radio was, so I've got all my gauges there. No airbags. I painted the cluster because it come apart on me one day, so I just figured I'd paint it. No headliner. I do have a whole bunch of stickers. Busted Nuts Off-Road Park. Really enjoy the park. It was a pretty good time that I've had there. I've also got Schmore down there. There's Iron Rock Off-Road. Mountain Vista Fabrication. I'm sorry guys, I'm at a loss. Transfer case, shift linkage. My bad. I like stickers. I've got a grip toe strap that has worked pretty good so far. Just a couple recoveries on it around the house, really. Go Rhino USA soft shackles. I really enjoy them. I do have bucket seats, four-point harnesses, and a seatbelt brace that my brother and I built. My door panels are pretty much completely gone besides the switches and all that, door handle cover. I left them because I didn't feel like messing with toggle switches. Pull handles from Amazon. Kicker speakers. All doors are done the exact same way for the most part. This one here, the switch is either going out here or it's going out on the main master one. I don't have a spare, so I just keep wiring out tied to it. I hooked to a battery and roll down the window. It started out pretty well stock for $900, and then I have done quite a bit of work to it in 2 years. So pretty proud of it. It's been a fun time. It's been a real fun build. Running Steely's 33-inch Mickey Thompsons, Facebook Marketplace, worked pretty good. The axles, front and rear, are stock. Dana 30, Dana 35. It is stock axles. I think it's like 373s or 375s or something like that. That's the stock axles, stock gears in it. They're welded front and rear. I have beat the snot out of this Jeep. I am on rev limiter quite a bit, and I've not had a single issue yet. Thank God, and knock on something hard. No issues. Nothing catastrophic anyway. I do have Amazon special headlights and hood pins because a buddy of mine caught his on fire a long time ago and burned up the hood latch, so I figured I would just get ahead of the curve and put in pins. So it works out pretty good. I do run a air breather on it. I'm cleaning it currently. The grill is nothing but the end of it. It's been gutted out and screwed on because of simplicity. It does have a Harbor Freight light bar. It's got a skid row transfer case skid plate. I have already bent that skid plate, so that's done its job. It hasn't broke nothing. Nothing's broken underneath of it yet. It works beautifully. Little rock rash from one of the last wheeling trips. More rock rash on the fender. Schmore did that one right there, and I almost lost that rear window. I'm amazed I didn't lose it. Busted Nuts backed into a tree. Same tree that took out my brother's rear glass on his WJ. Put that dent on there. Some stickers come on here. Progress not fresh and you're not alone. I'm a bit of a smart aleck, so I put a laundry list of just dumb stuff and then caution because I thought it was really funny. I carry a full spare tire. It's not wonderful anyways, but it was free. I've also got a off-brand Roto Pack 5-gallon gas can that I carry with me all the time. And I just picked this up before the last trip out, which is just a trail trash bag. I try to pick up as much trash as I can. More damage. So this thing right here, I don't know how well you can see that dent, but that's whenever I laid it over that busted nuts the first time. That damage right there, and it destroyed the housing on my tail light. That's the only thing it broke. The bulb is still fine in there, works perfectly. It's pretty funny in my opinion. But other than that, this is the budget Grand Cherokee. I mean, you could build it a whole lot cheaper, yes. This is the way I built mine, this is the way I like mine. So anyway, y'all, get out there and go do a cheap trail rig. It's so much fun. You're gonna have a whole lot more fun on one of these than you are a very expensive side by side, just because the fact of if I break anything on this, I'm out $100, few $100 versus thousands. So it's kind of my little tidbit of advice, I guess. Take it, leave it, do whatever you want to with it. But anyways, y'all have a good day and God bless you.